Before we start, I actually want to give a disclaimer for this game. I am going to recommend this game to you. However, there are some very questionable things and very explicit things in this game. So if you are going to play this game, I warned you because
I gotta know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
do not play this in front of your family. Do not just lock yourself in your room and just play it by yourself. But anyways, let's get right into the review. So this is a franchise that I probably should have given a try a long time ago. I know that they announced Bayonetta 3, so you know what, I just decided, hey, let's give them a shot, and I am so glad that I did, because I had a lot of fun with this game. In this game we play as Bayonetta, who is a witch that has amnesia and is trying to figure out her past, because she was sealed away for so many years and she has forgotten literally everything about herself, and the game just goes on her travels and trying to remember her past. And there are two main attractions to this game, gameplay, and I will let you figure out the other one. But gameplay is where this game really excels at. It is so fast paced and is a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of Devil May Cry, and I initially thought that the same people who made Devil May Cry made this game, but it turns out that's not the case, and it's not really a Devil May Cry clone. It's really its own thing. I really do appreciate how it just feels different compared to Devil May Cry. I love that franchise and I love the gameplay of those games. And in this one, it really reminds me of that serious and comedic tone that Devil May Cry has. And I really did have a lot of fun with this. As I mentioned before, gameplay is a lot of fun. It's very fast paced. You can use multiple weapons and really just experiment with a lot of different combos that are at your disposal. I really do wish that maybe there was a little bit more variety in terms of weapons, because there is only 4 of them and you can only mix and match these weapons a certain amount of times, or you could just try whole playthroughs with just a specific type of weapon. But even though it was a very limited amount of weapons for you to use, it still was a lot of fun for me to experiment with them. And there are some things in order to help you. You can craft your own items, or you can just buy them, because this game is quite challenging at times. Even on the normal difficulty, I had some trouble with it, and I really didn't mind that. I really did like some of the challenge at times. Even though it spiked at certain points than others, it still was a lot of fun for me to really push myself, because that's really what I've been missing sometimes. It's just some sort of challenge where I really have to pay attention to my surroundings and really keep myself on my toes. Even though I was looking for somewhat of a challenge, I'm not into like Dark Souls or anything where you're pushed to your absolute limit. And in this one, it's neither easy or hard on the normal difficulty. So if you're looking for a game that's somewhat challenging, this really is the game for you. One criticism that I do have, unfortunately, is the camera. Even though it is a lot of fun for you to just move around very quickly, I feel like the camera can't keep up sometimes, and it really did put me at disadvantage at times. And I feel like a lot of my deaths were because of the camera not really being able to follow you. Even though it has a lock-on system, there's just too many enemies at certain points that really the camera can't keep up, and sometimes it is really not your fault if you die, because sometimes you're just put in a position where you can't really see everything around you, and eventually you just get hit by like some random thing that you didn't notice. So I really did think that sometimes the camera really did negatively affect my experience with the game. But there are some mechanics in order for you to use in order to combat that, and it's the witch time. The witch time basically allows you to slow down time when you perfectly dodge an attack, in order for you to reset and get your hits in, or get a small break in between the fast-paced combat. But even though I had some issues with the camera, it still was a fun experience throughout the whole way. Now let's talk about the story. The story is very straightforward, it's nothing special, and I really don't mind that. I don't really mind like these more straightforward stories where you really don't have to think about much. I know some games nowadays really try hard to just make a statement or tackle an issue or something, but in this game it doesn't really do that. It's just a straightforward story that you can just follow along and really not have to think about. It's just for pure enjoyment, and I really do appreciate that at times, because I'm not really looking for like very serious stories all the time. Sometimes I just want like something simple. This game really did fulfill that for me. But another thing I do have to mention is that the game is pretty short. Yeah, in my runtime I finished it about 8 hours, and I was hungry for more. initially I really did want to play more of the game, so I played it again on the harder difficulty, and if you want even more of a challenge, play it on hard. And even though I had some trouble with it initially, as I went through it, it was just a lot of fun for me to just push myself at times. Because really, who wants to play a game that's just super easy and you just breeze through it? And in this one, I really did feel fulfilled in terms of the gameplay. And I really don't mind that it's short at times, because I know a lot of the time, really, companies try to fill in space with just like side missions, or just like all this side content that really doesn't add anything to the story. And in this, it doesn't really have that. All it has is just like some extra challenges for you to do, but really you don't have to do them. They don't really benefit you much unless you want to just get certain health upgrades, or just really just do it just to get more playtime out of the game. So even though it's short, you won't be disappointed with the experience. And now it's time for me to give my final verdict for Bayonetta. It was a lot of fun, this game, and I really am glad that I gave this game a chance, because I had a lot of fun with this game, and I definitely do recommend it, and you go out and try it. I was pleasantly surprised with my experience, and I really do wish that I gave it a chance a long time ago. It is a lot of fun, and I see why people are so hyped about the third game, because the gameplay was really that good. So, my final verdict for Bayonetta is a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if the camera really wasn't being so disruptive at times. And really, the camera is an enemy at times that really felt. So, go try this game out. It was a lot of fun. You won't be disappointed. And also, if you love Devil May Cry, this is very similar to that. So if you like those type of games, just go try this out. It was a lot of fun. You can play it on PlayStation. It was on sale on there, and it's pretty much on every platform. It is a relatively older game, and it still looks pretty good for today's standards. So I definitely go recommend you try it out, and you won't be disappointed. I guarantee that. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like these more compact videos, let me know in the comments, and subscribe if you're new. But thank you anyways, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.